welcome! I am the Overlord, and this is Crack-a-Pack, a show where I open Magic the Gathering booster packs, and today we have Standard Showdown Special Packs. That is right, these are just like the Buy a Box promo packs, except they come in different packaging, which is interesting. I figured they would have just shared the same generic packaging, you know, save a cost-cutting measure for Wizards, but yeah, I guess they really wanted to differentiate between the Buy a Box and the Standard Showdown packs. So we have these sleek designs. I like how it kind of looks like the GoldenEye or the James Bond gun barrel, where you have the black designs and like the little circles with the lines in it, and then you have the thing in the center, which is the Planeswalker symbol. And that'd be something sweet if we could go ahead and crack this. So there are only 3 cards in these, but they are rares or mythic rares from any given set in Standard, and there is 1 foil card per pack, which could be any cards, including increased odds of an expedition or a masterpiece. Wouldn't that be a treat today? It certainly would for me, and hopefully for you too, because you're on my side, right? You want to see me open good stuff? I think you do. So let's go ahead, no more delay. We'll go ahead and open these packs. So there we go. I have to be careful about that. If this is the same as the promo packs, then this is a rare mythic, this is the foil, and this is a rare mythic. So we'll go ahead and start with the first card. Let's see if we're starting off strong. And it's the Aetherworks Marvel! Alright! I like these packs. Starting off really strong. So this is a great card. Lots of fun if you're playing with lots of energy cards. For 4 mana, it's an artifact. Whenever a permanent you control is put into a graveyard, you get 1 energy. And you can tap it and pay 6 energy to look at the top 6 cards from your library. You may cast a card from among them without paying its mana cost, then put the rest on the bottom in any random order. You don't even have to sacrifice this. So as long as you make 6 energy per turn, you can keep cheating out stuff. This is really good. Really happy to see that. So we're going to put that there, save the foil for last, just in case it's an expedition land or a masterpiece from Kaladesh. And let's check out our next rare or mythic, guaranteed. A Smouldering Marsh from Battle for Zendikar. Very nice. I like these. It's a land that has 2 basic land types attached to it. So any card that you play that's like, search your deck for a swamp, you can get this thing, bring it into the battlefield, and then you can tap both for black mana and red mana because it's also a mountain. Smouldering Marsh, very nice. The only downside is that it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. But hey, late game, this is an awesome fetch. Get those swamps, get those mountains, combos with a lot of stuff just because of that type line. Very exciting stuff. So will this pack end with even more excitement? I can't wait. Ooh, a foil Geiger Reach Sanitarium, a legendary land that you can tap to add 1 colorless to your mana pool, or you can pay 2 mana and tap it to have each player draw a card, then discard a card. It's nice, it's shiny, it's a land that can fit in a lot of decks, especially if you're running a Madness deck, you get the benefit of the discard and your opponent doesn't. If you're playing EDH or games where politics involved, you can negotiate with people to get an extra card draw. Or if you have something like Nekuzar out or Waste Not, then you can force people to discard a card by having them draw then discard, and then you get the benefits basically whenever you want. So we'll just leave that right there. This is really good. I am super happy with this first Standard Showdown pack. Here's pack number 2. Let's go ahead, give it a crack, and see what's inside. I want to be careful, don't want to spoil it for myself or for you guys. So that's the first one, that's the second one, and here's the foil right there. Like this little setup. Gonna go ahead, move the camera a bit. Alright, so let's check out what the first rare or mythic is from our second Standard Showdown pack. I love these packs! Yes! I love these packs so much! Oh, the combos are real! Emrakul, the Promised End, legendary creature for 13 mana. She is a 13/13 Eldrazi. She costs 1 less to cast for each card type amongst cards in your graveyard, which means you can get her down to, costing 6 or 7 pretty easily. And then when you cast Emrakul, you gain control of target opponent during that player's next turn. After that, that player takes an extra turn. And finally, it has flying and trample and protection from instants. So any instant speed spell that you play, like you can't do anything. You can't lightning bolt it. You can't path to exile it. Emrakul doesn't care. Yes! Yes! There is no words other than yes! That is great. Fantastic start. Super excited. Are we gonna keep going? What's next in our standard showdown packs today? We have the Altered Ego. So for X2, a green and a blue, like that little rhyme there, it can't be countered. It is a clone. So it enters the battlefield as a copy of any creature that's already on the battlefield. And it enters with X additional +1/+1 counters. If you're a big Simic player, if you like doubling counters on things, if you like +1/+1 counters in general, this is gonna be good for you. If you're in the blue, green plus something else colors in, say, a singleton format like Commander, this is definitely an include. You get a copy, whatever's on the board, plus you can make it stronger than the copy that's there. So solid stuff. And we have our foil here. Will the final card in the pack be an Expedition? Bing! It is a foil Prophet of Distortion. So not super exciting, but it's a colorless creature that's a 1 mana 1/2. So not too bad, has a little extra toughness for you, and you can pay 3 and a colorless mana to draw a card. So this is pretty good inserting it in any sort of blue commander deck for sure, or multiplayer deck that has blue as one of its colors, is so you can just have it chill out on the board, and then on turn 4, chances are you'll have something that can, like a utility land that can tap for colorless. So then you can just have this dude draw you a card. And if it is a singleton format like Commander, then you got that bling factor there. There we have it. This was super exciting. Aetherworks Marvel and Emrakul. The combos are real. We got a Smouldering Marsh, Sanitarium, then finally the Altered Ego and the Prophet of Distortion. Not quite as exciting, but you can't argue with this. This is pretty amazing. I'm super excited. If you welcome our Eldrazi Overlords, then you can go ahead and click that dislike button and then click that like button, because we're distorting the reality of things. And then you can go ahead, click that subscribe button and share it with your friends. Let them see the power of the standard showdown. And that's about all I have for this episode, so go now, my minions! Be free!